fluid flow, grab 2 blocks if you have them. If you don't, no worries, but 2 blocks would be good. I was thinking about today and what I wanted to share about, and I'm here at Fourfold in Los Angeles, my home studio, and the owner had told me, he's like, hey, don't embarrass yourself. And I thought, not applicable if it comes to me, not applicable to embarrass myself because I'm very much a free spirit, and this is what I love about Lib. I remember 2 years ago, I was teaching and I ended up rapping to Little John, I believe. It was the song where he's like, I am so grateful. I am so grateful. And this is what I love about Lib. I think there are about 400 or 500 people taking class. And afterwards, just the energy of the class, that shared energy, I miss it so much, as we're not even really be able to hug people right now during the times of the Rona. So once I finished the class and I talked to the students, I will be honest, I took a couple hit of a joint and then I went to the boogie stage. How awesome is that boogie woogie stage? And I just dance up and down, and I just love movement. I love being in the body, whether it's yoga, dancing, it's just awesome. And then I went to have chicken and waffles. Do you guys remember that truck with the chicken and waffles? That was some good shit right there. And then I walked up Meditation Mountain. This is when Lib was still at San Branley area. So when I went up to Meditation Mountain, I took a couple more hits from the joints and I went into a food coma from my chicken and waffles and I took a nap. When I woke up from the nap, there were like hundreds of people around me. I'm going to post this video on my Instagram tomorrow. And I remember waking up from the nap and this guy was dressed as a fox. And the girl he was with, I just will call her a gold glittery fairy because she literally just was wearing a thong with, little pasties on her nipples and covered in gold. And I thought, sure, Mr. Fox, I'll take a picture of you. And I was wondering, I'm like, where do those people work? When the week starts, where do they go? Where does Mr. Fox and the glittery fairy go? And this is what I loved about Lib. It was a place where, do you guys remember crossing the bridge between the different setups and everyone would just high five each other? And then you had the bubble machine guy walking around. It's just a place where you go and it was laughter, it was full of joy. You didn't have to wear this everyday mask we all wear at our jobs. It just was freedom. And it was someone's imagination that created this festival. And it was so amazing. And then we go back to our regular lives, and I don't know what happens. We go back to the ego, and we lose this joy. We lose this love for one another. We lose the non-judgment. We all start, you should do this, you should do that, you should be this. So I'm thinking there's insane times. How awesome would it be to have like a Lib, create a life of Lib every single day where you can bring joy into your life, where you can bring love into your life, where you can bring movement into your life, where you can create exactly what you want to create without judging everybody else around you. So if Mr. Fox and the glittery fairy are here, welcome. Let's start to get moving. For those that don't know my background, I was trained to be an Olympic gymnast, as Eastern European as they come. So I teach a little bit differently. Take a pause if you need to take a pause. Otherwise, just really make it a focus about your breath. Putting my hair up, shit's getting real. Let's do it. Starting off in our backs today, once you're in your back, just take a second. How is your body feeling? Bring the feet together, the knees wide. One hand to the stomach, one hand to the heart. For me, the practice is a place where you turn off the mind. You go into the felt sense of the body and you ask yourself, how am I doing? So how are you doing? I notice my heart is beating a little fast. How is yours? And then you check, where is the body feeling tight? Since we have the choice of awareness, you can always choose where to place your awareness, hopefully on the breath and how you feel. And then from here, let's just take 3 inhales to 3 exhales out of the mouth. From the bottom of the pelvic floor, inhaling up the spine. Holding in the heart area, out of the mouth, exhale, let it go. As you inhale again, what is it that you want to bring into your life? Pull it up the spine. Something that's holding you back, open up the mouth, let it go. One more, inhaling, bringing in new energy of a life you'd want. Exhale, letting some life go. Then just taking the hands to the knees, draw the knees inwards, give yourself a hug. Do you want to gently go side to side in the spine, just giving it a little love? And then with the hands on top of the knees, let's begin to circle out the hips. So take the knees wide, full circle. And then notice, is this a fluid motion for the body? Is your hip cracking and popping? Do you feel like the Tin Man from the Wizard of Oz? And then switching directions, take the knees out and then in. And then just notice hips, lower back, how are they doing? And from here, begin to take your feet straight up and just start to flex and point the feet. Notice, how are your calves? How are the ankles? And then just with the feet, begin to make circles. Doesn't matter which direction, you'll have to switch. And then notice, are the ankles clicking? Is this a smooth motion in the body? And then switching directions, go the opposite way. I can hear my little ankles cracking and popping a little bit. And then let's see how happy your happy baby is. Bend the knees, grab the insides or the outsides of the feet, up to you. I like to move side to side when I start. Do you want that? Do you need stillness? If you're tighter in the hips, just observe the jaws. We tend to grip it. Then let's get off of our backs, draw the thighs to the chest, and just rock it back and forth 2 or 3 times. Massage the spine, wake it up. And then just simple movement, get out of the head, get into a body, cross-legged position. Inhale, hands out, chest out. Exhale, round, navel to the spine. Then again, inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale, 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. This time, interlace the hands from the navel. Inhale up the spine. How are your shoulders? Exhale, round. And then again, inhale, breathing up, open the rib cage. Exhale, round. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Then just twist. Inhale, but we're going to keep it moving. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to center. I heard my spine crack. Exhale, twist left. How's your spine? Inhale. Exhale again, twist. Inhale. Exhale. Let's keep going. Come to all fours. So I like to stretch out the wrists as we use them a lot. Turn your hands back. As you turn the hands back, notice, are you reacting to a tight wrist? How's it going? Then just go back and forth. 5. When I used to still have real life classes, 4 students would complain about this. 3. And I would say 2, do you want carpal tunnel or do you want to do a wrist stretch? And 1, so be grateful. Now, this is the harder one. Turn the heel, the hand forward, fingers towards the knees, and just try to get the thumb and index down and see how this is going. And then see if you need more, start to bring the butt back towards the heels. 4. And notice what your lovely Apple products, 3, do to the wrist. So keep stretching them. 2. Watch your attitude. And 1. Release, bring the butt back to the heels. And from here, take the hands together. Just make circle. Let that go. Switching directions. And then just noticing how your shoulders are doing. Take the hands, so the fingers are to the top of the shoulders. And take the elbows up. And then to the sides and all the way back. Just a full circle. Now, as we did with the hips, are the shoulders crunchy? Is this a fluid motion? 2 more times. Growing up in the Eastern Bloc, switch directions, go back, try not to cheat it, up and forward. In school, this is what you did first. And then you sang the communist anthem. So yeah, good times. From here, take the hands up. So what you want to feel when you go upside down in handstands, playing down dog, is this. From here, make a fist and then open. But start to pick it up so you're going a bit faster. And then what you start to get tired, like I said, is those little pillows. So notice when you place your hands down in a practice, you still feel that. Keep going, go a little bit faster. 10. I used to teach in West Hollywood Yoga Works. 9. And my boys were always like, 8. Like they're doing the chorus line. I'm like, no. Keep picking it up. 7, 6, it is burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's release. Now, full circle of the shoulders, chest, hands up, chest up. Then from the lower back, exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, round. Inhale, exhale, keep going. Inhale, exhale from the lower back. One more. Inhale, exhale. Now go the opposite way. So take the hands back, turn your palms up, and think from the lower back. Could you reach, 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 reach? Exhale, round. Hands back, palms up. Inhale. How is your spine? Exhale, round. Hands back. Reach as if your object of your desire is there. Round. 2 more times to reach. My object of my desire is my brownies. So I was thinking about them all week. They're homemade, but they're already sold out by the time I got there today. Now release. So this, you want to go up to the fingertips like so. I think of a cupcake. You can tell I love desserts. And you don't want to crush the frosting. Same thing, you'll feel the little pillows. So just up to the fingertips and lower and back up. Good, lower, up. So use the fingertips, lower, up as it pulls up the arm. One more. This time stay on fingertips. From the lower back, let's begin cat-cow. So inhaling up the spine. Now exhale, push the floor away. Inhale. Again, exhale, press the floor away. You want to duplicate cat in your practice. Inhale. How is your spine doing? Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Now stay in cat pose. And as you stay in cat pose, tuck your toes and take down dog as I adjust my little mic pack. Once you're in down dog, begin to pedal out your feet. And as you pedal out the feet, notice how are the calves? How are the hamstrings? And as you pedal out the feet, now let's begin to stop. So bend your knees, go to the tippy toes, and push your chest back to your thighs. 3, how's this feeling? 2, and then start to push the heels down. It doesn't matter if they touch or not. And 1. Now let's begin to walk up to the front of the mat for fold, hip distance. And then start to take the right leg back, very small stance. If you're tighter, use blocks. Bend so the butt is to the heel. And then exhale, fold, more open, flex the front foot. Inhale, bend. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and switch. So step the right leg up, left leg back, small stance, butt to the heel. Inhale. Do you need blocks? Exhale as you fold. Do you want to flex the front foot? Inhale, bend. Exhale, fold. Keep going. Inhale. Just lose yourself in your breath. Exhale. Inhale, lose yourself in the felt sense of the practice. Exhale, fold. Step it up, and from here, let's take Malasana yogic squat. So heels in, toes out. Inhale as you bend. Keep the legs how they are. Exhale, fold. How is the hip area? What are you feeling? Inhale, bend. Use your breath. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And this time, parallel the feet. Exhale, fold. Now interlace the hands up to the ceiling. Bend your knees and just pull the knuckles back. From here, keep the hands. Exhale, fold. Straighten the legs as much or as low as they want to. Release your neck. Inhale, bend the knees. Pull the knuckles back. Exhale, fold to the toes. Inhale, bend. Try not to create resistance. Exhale, fold. Inhale, where you feel tight, move the breath into that area. Exhale, fold, and release the hands down. Step it back into plank pose. From plank, bring the knees down, release the toes, and bring the butt back to the heels. As you bring the butt back to the heels, take towards a child's pose. And then from here, pull yourself forward to cobra. Pelvic floor goes down. And just take a second. Can you spread your toes till the kneecaps lift? Push your thumb and index down. How are you feeling here? And then push up to all fours. And again, butt to heels. Inhale, go towards cobra. And you don't need to lift a lot, but keep spreading the feet to help you. And again, up to all fours, butt to heels, child's pose. Pull yourself forward, cobra. Spread the toes. Let's keep going up to all fours. Now, round into cat pose. Leave your feet alone and see if you can lift the knees just an inch. And now up to down dog, rolling over your feet. How's it going so far? From here, lift the right leg up. Open it up at the hip, bend it at the knee. 3, press your fingertips more. 2, how's your left calf? 1, straighten out the leg completely. Exhale, knee to the nose. Could you connect it to you and lift your foot up towards your butt? Inhale up and back. Step the right foot up in between the hands. Keep your fingertips down, or if you're tighter, use blocks. From here, bring the back knee down. Inhale. Now exhale, fold, straighten out both legs, and see if perhaps you can flex your front foot. If that's too much, don't make that choice. Inhale, bend. And then exhale, fold again. Inhale, bend. Exhale, fold. One more time, inhale. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, low lunge. And from here, take it back into plank pose. Up to you. Do you want to bring your knees down for chaturanga or full chaturanga? Cobra starts at the feet, so keep spreading the toes till your kneecaps lift. Now roll over your feet to down dog or go through all fours if that's too much. Starting the second side, lift the left leg up. Open it at the hip and bend it at the knee. Press to the fingertips. 3. Push your chest back towards the thighs. 2. How is your right calf, the body feeling here? 1, straighten out the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Could you connect the two? Lift the foot higher to your butt. Inhale up and back. Exhale, step it up between the hands. So stand fingertips or use blocks. Back knee down, inhale. How is your hip flexor? Exhale as you fold. Could you flex the front foot? Is that a realistic choice for your body? Inhale, bend. Exhale, fold. And again, inhale. Perhaps close the eyes. Exhale, fold. One more, inhale. Keep breathing. Exhale, fold. And then take a low lunge. From here, plank pose in the side. Do you want a full chaturanga or bring your knees down? Cobra, keep spreading those toes. Look at your thumb and index, press it down to the mat. And then roll over the feet or all fours, downward facing dog. Now that we're present, feeling good, I hope, let's do a Surya A. Up to you if you want to jump to the front, take a handstand, walk. From here, bend your knees, inhale. Step float to the front, exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Press your feet down, inhale, rise, maybe palms touch. Exhale, release her to the heart. Make your practice a moving meditation. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold forward to the toes. Inhale, lengthen. Step, float, handstand, chaturanga. Cobra, spread those toes, please. Roll over the feet or all fours, down dog. Active fingertips. Push the floor away. And let's do it again. Bend your knees, look forward. Step, float to front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, release her to heart. One more round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Step, float, handstand, chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra, count those toes out. Spread them to the mat. Exhale, roll over the feet or all fours, down dog. Can you make the fingertips so active that the heel of the hand can lift a little? And those are those little pillows I talked about when we were doing opening and closing the fist. As the fingertips stay active, bend your knees, step, float. Let's add on to this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Now engage your butt. And as you engage your butt, keep the hands up. Yes, I think we had a little problem with the audio. If you maybe missed the core work, let's step it back into plank pose and then chaturanga. Take a second in cobra. And then do you want to roll over the feet or roll forwards, down dog? Then let's lift the right leg up, inhale. Exhale, right knee to the right tricep. Push the floor away like cat pose. Inhale up, take it back. Exhale, cross it to the left, lift it up high. And inhale up, take it back. Now step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. From here, you're in a lunge. So look at your back leg, lift it as high as possible. Take the right hand up and back, inhale. Then exhale, bring it back down and straighten out your front leg, more open, you could flex it. So you guys, if you're tighter, just put your hands on your blocks. Now bending the front knee, back leg strong, right hand up and back, inhale. Exhale to the mat, flex the front foot, maybe, and fold. 2 more times, inhale, lift the back thigh. Exhale, fold, release your neck. Last one, inhale. Exhale, fold. Now, keeping both hands down, bend your front knee. This is Skandasana, always makes an appearance in my class. So you're flexing the foot, and if this is too much, just go higher up. Notice the inner thigh area line, the hips, how's it going? Then move this to the back of the mat. How's the right hip feeling? Then move it forward again. And now let's move it along. Turn forward, plank pose. Then the side, chaturanga, or bring the knees down. Cobra, take a second. Are your feet active? Exhale, roll over the feet or roll forward, down dog. Did you learn anything from the first side that you could apply to the second side? Let's go. Left leg up, inhale. Left knee, left tricep. Lift your left foot up to your butt so you get Bakasana later. Inhale up and back. Exhale, cross it to the right. Lift it up high. Inhale up and back. Now left foot steps up to the outside of the left hand. Then just look back at the right heel. Could you lift it to the ceiling? Do you need blocks? Left hand goes up and then back. Inhale. What are you feeling? Exhale, bring the left hand down and straighten out your front leg. If you could keep going, flex it. Otherwise, don't force that. Rebend the front. Left hand up and back. Inhale. Exhale, fold and release. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, new energy comes in. Exhale, let some life go, create the space. Moving along, low lunge, and now Skandasana again. So as you flex the right foot, you could stay up here, you guys, or keep going down. Any changes from the first time you're here? Then go forward and notice, how's the left side of the body feeling? And now keep turning forward, low lunge, followed by plank pose. Chaturanga, or modify if you wish. Cobra, keep those feet active. Roll over the feet or roll forwards, down dog. Then you just notice if the mind is not focused, you bring it back to the breath. It gets easier each time. Now, right leg up, inhale. Step the right foot up in between the hands. As you spin your back foot down, you guys, look at your toes. You should see all of them. Bend the front knee and then start to rise to warrior 2. And then just look, do you look like this? Could you sit deeper? Engage private parts, pelvic floor. Push the floor away, inhale, rise, maybe palms touch. Keep the navel in, exhale, sit. So same, inhale, what are you working on? What do you want to invite in? Exhale, let some life go. Keep going, inhale. Exhale, you're a warrior, sit up tall, proud. One more, inhale. Exhale. Just here for one breath, inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, low lunge. Okay, you have a choice. Plank chaturanga or you play. Spread the hands like I'm doing, left leg strong. Go up to a handstand, right thigh to chest, left leg up. How's it going? And then bend the arms, chaturanga. Cobra, activate those feet, por favor. Roll over the feet or roll forwards, down dog. And then just take a second. Are you present? Are you breathing? What do you want the focus to be on the side? And it could simply just be that I'm going to breathe. I'm going to stay in the joy and love of this and not go to my ego. Left leg up as you're ready. Step it up in between the hands so you can enjoy the flow. Spin the back foot down and see your toes. As you bend the front leg, press to the back leg, so you rise to warrior two. One of my students is like a 60 years old white male, and I call him Sassy because he does this. So do you look like that? Bend it, engage private parts, press to the feet. Inhale, new energy. Engage the core, exhale. Inhale, embody the warrior. Exhale, sit into it and trust yourself. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale, maybe close your eyes down. Exhale. Hold your space. Stay here for a second. Inhaling up the spine. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, and now you decide, plank chaturanga or spread the hands. Back leg is strong. As the right leg goes up to the ceiling, left thigh draws to the chest. Keep your thumb and index down, and now chaturanga, your way out of it. Spreading those toes in cobra, and enjoy the spinal extension. And then roll over the feet or roll forward, down dog. Then you just take a second. Always in life, ask yourself, how am I doing so far? What's working, keep. What isn't, adjust it. Similar setup, lift the right leg up. Step it up in between the hands, spin the back foot down, everything we just did. As you bend the front knee, press to the back foot to rise. So guys, here's your core centers. Engage pelvic floor, like you're in any LA freeways, and it says hazard ahead. You're gonna be on that shit for an hour, and you have to pee. You're an adult, you don't wanna soil yourself, so engage it. Pull the navel in. Now, here we go. From here, take an inhale. Keeping this in, exhale, push the hands towards one another. Now, press your hands out, inhale, expanding your vision. Exhale, right hand barely touches, left hand up, or maybe overhead. Pressing to the back leg, inhale, rise. Exhale to the heart. So you're Bruce Lee-ing this shit. Inhale, push your energy out. Exhale, right hand towards the floor, left hand up or up and over. Inhale, rise. I'm the Karate Kid. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, grow into Bruce Lee. Exhale, go towards the floor. One more. Inhale, very active imagination. Exhale, because you're not allowed a childhood. Inhale in the Eastern Bloc countries, so I have one now. Exhale, here we go. Now, take your right hand to the outside or a block and press to the right foot till it straightens. You know this pose, triangle. What do you feel like doing? Do you want left hand up and overhead? I'm going to take a half bind. 5. Man, I love triangle almost as much as I love taking a bath. 4, great pose. Push your big toe down. Lift your kneecaps. 3, extend your chest. 2, as the body grounds down, keep breathing up the spine. 1, left hand up, inhale. Exhale, low lunge. So you guys, what kind of experience do you want to have? Do you want plank chaturanga or again, hands flat plank? Take an inhale here. Exhale, left leg to the ceiling, right thigh to the chest. Push the floor away so it feels like cat pose. As you're ready, bend your arms, chaturanga. Spread the toes. You're not looking for perfection, you guys. You're just looking to have fun and understand. Roll over the feet or all fours, down dog. Take a second in down dog. Just think about it like home base. How are you doing? Often in life, we forget to ask ourselves that question, and now we have time. So how are you doing? Let's begin again. Left leg up, inhale. As you step it up in between the hands so you can enjoy the flow, spin the back foot down, see your toes. As you bend the front leg, press to the back foot and begin to rise. Okay, we're back on the freeway. We're back to hazard ahead. So squeeze pelvic floor like you have to pee, navel to the spine. Now, your breathing mechanism is up here. So inhale, push energy out. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, push it out. Exhale, left hand barely touches, right hand up or up and over. Now rise by the back leg being helpful. So press to it, inhale. Exhale to the heart. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, left hand towards the floor, right hand up or over. So you guys, again, rise, inhale. What are you bringing into your life? Exhale, use that will, that strength, that power. Inhale, expand your vision. Exhale towards the floor. One more, inhale. Exhale. Use that Darth Vader breathing. Inhale. Exhale, go towards the floor. Take your left hand to the outside or a block. Press to the front leg till it straightens. And now you're in triangle, so decide, do you want to stay top and up and over? I'm going to go back to my half bind. 5, much like life, you need to be grounded, so ground through the feet. 4, lift those kneecaps to the quads. 3, keep your chest open. 2, and just stay in the flow of life. And 1, right hand up, inhale. Exhale, low lunge, create your own adventure. So you're doing plank chaturanga or hands flat. Push the floor away so the arms stay straight. Take an inhale. Exhale, go up in your little handstand. Keep the thumb and index rooted down. And chaturanga, you are out as you are ready. Take a second and lovely cobra. Are the toes spreading? Is your thumb and index to the mat? Roll over the feet or all fours, downward facing dog. And again, let's not wait for something like a pandemic to ask ourselves how we're doing. Ask yourself now, how is it going? So make the fingertips active so the heel, the hand can lift just a little bit. From here, bend the knees, step float to the front. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise, press through the feet. And then take the right foot on top of the left foot. Same thing, engage the pelvic floor. And now sit into an imaginary chair and take the hands up. Then exhale as you rise, bring them to the heart. How's your hip? Inhale, sit down into the imaginary chair. Exhale, begin to rise. Again, inhale, remember that you're on a $100 mat. Exhale, rise. You're not on a balance beam. Inhale, so what do you have to lose if you set a little bit deeper? Exhale, begin to rise and let it go. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, fold. So Parsvottanasana, step the right foot back so the heel comfortably touches. And so when you look back, you see all of your toes. Now, if you're tighter, keep the hands down or use blocks. If you're more open and you wish, take the hands up to the ceiling and begin to fold. 5. So you guys, the feet, again, they're your stability. 4. I say things like you're not on a balance beam because that was my childhood. 3, so being on a $100 mat is such a luxury. Take away the fear. 2, explore the practice. And 1, release your hands down. From here, let's step it back into plank pose. Now decide, do you want a full chaturanga or do you want to bring the knees down? Cobra, keep those feet active. And then decide, are you rolling over the feet or all fours? Downward facing dog. Since you're going to float, and I'm teaching you about those little pillows in the arms, press to the fingertips till you can lift the heel of the hand a bit. Keep this whether you're floating or not. Bend the knees, and off you go to the front of your mat. Inhale, extend, watch your neck. Exhale, refold. Rise up. Keep the hands up, and then take the left foot on top of the right. So remember a kid's birthday party, the chair is like extremely low down there. Sit into that. As you sit into that, take the hands up. And then rise, bring them to the heart. Inhale, just laugh. If you fall, laugh, who cares? Exhale, rise. Inhale, think about the arm balance here. So how are the hips? Exhale, rise. 1 more. Inhale, could you sit a little bit deeper? How are you feeling? Exhale, rise and release. Keep going. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, 4, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Second side for Parsva. So step the left foot back, heel touches. See your toes facing the front left corner of the mat. Now you decide, you need blocks, stay on fingertips, or again, take the hands up to the ceiling and begin to fold. 5. Often we get so focused on the front leg. It's the stability of the back leg that helps you. 4. So press through the back foot. 3, if you're gripping your feet, can you be nice to them? They take you everywhere. 2, good job. And release. 1. Take the leg back and come down to the knees for a second. So you guys, over and over, we're trying to create cat pose. So bringing the forearms down, watch for a second. You're going to press the forearms into the mat and round into cat. So push the floor away, do this yourself, and then walk the feet in. And this one, we're just staying dolphin. In dolphin, I like to bend my knees and push my chest back to my thighs. And then I just get the feedback, because later I will do pincha. How am I feeling from the hip to the armpit? 4. So how are you feeling? Do you have space? 3, and then the side. Do you want to straighten out the legs? Do you want to keep them bent? 2, once again, notice this is a prerequisite for a harder pose. 1, now could you straighten out your arms at the same time? You're in a full-size down dog. How is it going? How is your home base? From here, lift the right leg up, inhale. And step the right foot to the outside of the right hand. Now, again, look at your back leg and really lift the heel to the ceiling. Right hand to the right thigh, rise with the left inhale. Engage the core, exhale, begin to twist. As you twist, do you want to separate the hands? Do you want to bind, half bind? Would you like to bring the back foot into warrior 1? I'm going to bring the back foot down and take a half bind. What are your needs? 5. In the twist, can you keep extending your body? 4, don't worry about how deep you can twist. It'll happen in time. 3, how's your breathing? 2, good job. Take an inhale. Then exhale, begin to release. And just straighten out the front leg for a second because it feels nice. Fold over it. And then let's keep going. Take plank pose, but this time bring your feet together. And then push the floor away like we did in dolphin prep, and take the right hand up, Vashisthasana. Step the right leg behind you and then bring your butt down. Now, inhale, rise, maybe just to the left. If you're more open, lift up to the ceiling. Then exhale, lower back down. 2 more times. Inhale, rise. Could you put the left foot down and lift those hips up? Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, rise. And then stack your feet for Vashisthasana. Back to plank pose. And then push back into down dog. No vinyasa that time, just a nice down dog. Then I always think, what did I learn from one side that it could be applied to the second side? As you're ready, left leg up. Step the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Then look at your back leg, lift it up high. Left hand to the left thigh, rise with the right inhale. Keeping the navel in, exhale, begin to twist. And then communicate with yourself. Should you separate the hand? Should you use a block? Do you want to bring the back foot into warrior 1? So learn to communicate with yourself. 5. And then you cannot control the deep twist. 4. But you can control extending the body. 3. Noticing if the breath is rapid or non-existent. 2. So keep noticing. If you're in a half bind, take it out. Inhale. Exhale, begin to release the twist. For a second, straighten out the front leg, fold over it because it's nice. And then the moment is done, let's keep going. Plank pose. Rather than sinking into the mat, engage your butt and push away from the mat. Left hand up, Vashisthasana. Step the left leg behind you and sit down. Now, spinal extension. Inhale, begin to rise. And see if you could put the right foot down and then keep lifting your chest up. Then exhale, begin to lower back down. Again, inhale, flood the body with new breath, new energy. Exhale as you lower, letting some life go. Inhale, rise, up, up, up you go. Stack the feet, Vashisthasana. Plank pose, and then bring the knees down. So watch for a second. If you're at home and you want to do pincha and you're more comfortable at the wall, make your way to one, but the practice builds upon foundation. So as the forearms go down, I round into cat pose. I walk in. You're welcome to stay in dolphin or lift the leg up. So as I go up, you guys, I'm not sinking like this. Do you see this? Push the mat away. I'm back on the freeway. Waves, hazard ahead, so I squeeze my butt. As I squeeze my butt, I push up more. Maybe take the gaze to the back of the mat. Capiche? Okay, your turn. Forearms down, check. Round into cat pose, check. Tuck your toes, walk in. Dolphin is an awesome place to be. It's a great visitor. You'll love to have you stay. Maybe you'll find Mr. Fox there and the fairy golden girl, or lift a leg up. Stay there or go up. Now you're used to sinking on your $100 mat. I need you to push out of it. 5, squeeze your booties, lower your gaze. 4, lift those kneecaps up. 3, how's it going? 2 and 1, good job. Okay, just back to down dog. You can child's pose it in a second, unless you really need one. And then in down dog, spreading out the body, how are you feeling? Walk up to the front of the mat and let's squat malasana. So you guys, in a squat, take your hands and push your thighs out. So you're not sinking like this, you're lifting. A lot of what I try to reteach coming from, being trained as an Olympian gymnast is to stop this, lift this. So an arm balance has a chance. Stay or right fingertips down, left hand up. From here, take a half bind or a full bind. 4, here's what I don't want to see, you guys, lift. 3, now the left knee lost the parent, so push it out towards the pinky toe. 2, keep lifting. And 1, release and back to center. So no bueno, yes, bueno. That's all the Spanish I know. Right hand up. Stay, maybe half bind, maybe full bind. No sinking, lifting up. 4, so what would this be a prep for? 3, what arm balance? And the crowd goes wild. 2, you probably figured out Bakasana, the first one you learn. 1, here you are. Watch for a second. So same thing, I don't want to look like this. And this is what I try to fix on you guys. You wanna do cat pose. So notice, how do I get to cat? I push the floor away, and do you notice how the gaze drops? Here's your gaze, here's cat. The gaze is in between the thumbs. Watch for a second. So knees into your deodorant. Is anyone wearing deodorant nowadays at home? When you used to wear deodorant, that's where your knees go. And go forward. And now drop your gaze down. Stay here or lift the feet to the butt. Push the floor away, try to straighten out your arms. Then maybe going up in a handstand, that's possible and it becomes easy. Okay? Watch your attitude, enjoy, because you don't know what you can and can't do. So let's start it in all 4s. Now, push the floor away, round into cat pose. Keep this, you guys, and notice the gaze. Then knees into where deodorant used to go back when we had life. Go forward, but look down. Stay there or lift the feet. Now lift your feet to your butt. Try to straighten out your arms, maybe pushing up, maybe just staying there and breathing for a second. Step flow, chaturanga. Cobra, how did it go? My little foxhounds. And then all 4s. And then from here, roll over your feet towards down dog. Good work. Let's do one more sequence and then we'll begin to do other things. Right leg up, inhale. Then step the foot in between the hands and go to half moon. For a second, you guys fix half moon. So look at your back leg. Is it open, unlike warrior 3, which is closed? Left hand up, you're welcome to stay. Or bend the back leg for Chapasana. Now squeeze your booties again and push the foot into the hand so the shoulder gets a stretch and the chest begins to extend. 3, do you need a block for the bottom hand? 2, are you like at lib, wondering love and joy? 2, are you fighting with the ego? Get out of the ego. 1, back to half moon, good job. And standing splits for a second. Keep lifting, forehead towards the shin, left leg goes up. And then 4, fold, hip distance. Notice the right and left side of the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, refold. Inhale, rise. Exhale, left hand to the hip. So you're squeezing towards belly button, engage private part. Right hand to the outside of the right foot. Now take the leg to the right and you can stay or begin to extend it. Rather than doing this, you guys, pull your hip down. Now maybe bend the elbow and lift higher. 4. So in class, when I still had real life, 3. My students look like Dexter, like little serial killers. 2, don't do that. Just breathe, breathe, breathe. 1, take the leg forward and let it go. Inhale, rise, hands up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step, float, handstand, chaturanga, up to you. As you get to cobra, spread those toes. So if you struggle with pincha, you guys, cobra is a great pose to help with that. Rolling over the feet or all fours, downward facing dog. In down dog again, press to those fingertips. Let's start over. Left leg up, inhale. Stepping the foot in between the hands, half moon. Take a second and half moon and just look at your right leg. Is it open? You should be. Right hand up, then the side. Should you use a block for the left hand? Bend the back leg if you want to keep going. Squeeze your booty. Push the foot up into the hand so the chest extends. 4. Now breathe so you don't look like little Dexters. 3. Now I want chicken and waffles. 2. Do you guys remember the guy? He always wore that little apron. It was so cute. 1, back to half moon. Standing splits for a second, which requires you to close up that hip. Take the forehead towards the shin. I'm way tighter on the side. How are you? And then release it in 4 folds, hip distance, observing the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, refold. Press to the feet, inhale, rise. And then right hand to the midline, squeeze towards belly button. Left hand outside of the foot or a strap. Now, as you take the leg to the left, do you want to stay? Good place to be, or extend. Then remember the body will chi like so. Pull the hip down. To move deeper, bend the elbow and lift it higher. 4. Do you look like this? Breathe. 3. Imagine the bubble machine is going by. 2, you're crossing the bridge, giving a high 5. And 1, leg forward and release. I was gonna say it's time to go to the boogie woogie stage. Inhale, rise, keep it going. Exhale, fold. This time step the left foot back and then parallel your feet. As you parallel the feet, there's a bunch of English words I cannot pronounce. Turn your left toes out 45, but keep the right foot parallel. Bending the left knee, see how you want to go to the left, don't, stay center. This is where I started, great place to be. People more open, begin to flex or point the right foot. If you want to keep going, sit your butt down. Right hand to the left ankle, left hand up, maybe grabbing the right toes. 4, do not force these poses. 3, keep the breath going. I've gotten injured so many times practicing from ego. 2, good job. If you're in this deep variation, fold to the inside and 1. And everybody, let's switch sides. Reparallel those feet. Keep the left foot parallel, turn the right toes 45. As you bend the right knee, each side is different. Should you just stay here? Or keep going, sit your booties down. From here, perhaps take the left hand to the right ankle and push the right knee towards the right. Then stay, or maybe the right hand grabs the left toes. 4, and then notice, where do I have blockages in the body? 3, nobody needs any more stress. Move them out. Just simply breathe. 2, staying aware of what you feel. 1, fold to the inside and release. Let's reparallel the feet. Interlace the hands up to the ceiling and fold. You guys, as you fold, bend your knees. As you bend the knees, press to the feet more and try to work the hands towards the floor. Stay with bent knees or press to the feet till they start to straighten. 4, and then same. You don't have control if your hands touch the floor. 3, but you do have control of awareness. What are you placing it on? 2. Good job. And 1, release the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Now turn your heels in, toes out, and squat. As you squat, take the forearms to the thigh and push your thighs out. I gently go side to side because I want to scream or punch somebody, Neither one is very yogic. Namaste. 3. So I tried to locate where in the body is this Eastern anger coming from. 2. The hips. And take another inhale. Exhale, parallel those feet and fold. Watch your attitudes for the next pose. Start to heel, toe your feet out. And if your body's like, hey, this is all I got, be grateful you have a body and stay. Otherwise, keep going towards middle splits. Sometimes I go down to the forearms, sometimes not. 10. Kind of like, why did I start with 10? I should have started with 5. Let's count faster. 9, 8, 7. And then notice, how's your jaw if the hips are tighter? 6. Keep going. 5. 4. How's your attitude? 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year's. Just kidding. Happy hugs. Do you miss hugs? So do I. Okay, we're done with this one and one. Now, just draw the thighs to the chest and go back to all fours. I've been working this pose a lot lately. Step the right foot in between the hands. And then you want to keep your right foot flat, but just heel toe it forward. Keep it flat so you no longer can. For those that are like Gumby bendy, have fun, go do something deeper. For the rest of us, just look at your back thigh. I just like to check how far is my left thigh from the floor. 10. Never mind. 5. 4. This is just very internal of the hips. 3. So notice if you struggle with this rotation. 2. I love it because I struggle with it, but when I do it regularly, I have so much freedom in my back. 1. Let's begin to take the right leg back. And let's do puppy dog. My dog loves this. Your dog probably does too. So hips and knees in the same line. Either extend the hands forward to straight, pushing the head towards the floor or the chest. If you wish, take the elbows like I'm doing to the mat. Walk them forward, keeping the hands in prayer. And then press back. This opens up your thoracic. If forehead to the floor is easy, do your chin. 5. So here's a part of the body that doesn't give a lot. 4. And then we hold here because we don't breathe. And right now, the future is uncertain. 3. So notice if you've accumulated too much anxiety, move it out. 2. And begin to come back up. 1. Second side, step the left foot in between the hands. If you're moving deeper, have fun. Otherwise, just start to walk the left foot forward. But you're keeping it flat, so only go as far as you can. Then maybe check the right thigh, just so you have an idea how far it is from the floor. And then you have a choice. 5. Take note of what your body's feeling without being dramatic. 3. And then take what you're feeling, move your awareness and breath into that part of the body. 2. And then create space because you have life to live, goals to accomplish, shit to do. Eventually, when social distancing is no longer a thing. And 1. And take the leg back. Because we didn't do backbends, let's do a passive backbend that's available for everyone. So come down to the belly. If all of it is too much, just make a pillow for the head and bend your knees. Otherwise, come up to the forearms for Sphinx. So what I used to see in class is this. Don't do this. Take the elbows slightly in front of the shoulders. Now pull the elbows back and lift your head. Do you want to bend the knees? Sometimes I stay with the head lifted. At some point, I'll usually go towards the right, feeling the left side of the neck. When I'm done with that, I'll do chin to chest, breathing into the back of the body. Then slowly moving the head towards the left. I'm one of those people that, working through the communist years, so I grind my teeth a lot when I'm stressed. So notice if you are 2, I attract type A's in life, open up the mouth, just soften. Now you have a choice. Do you want to stay here? If you like to advance, let's try seal. So release the legs if you have them, straighten out the arms. Then start to walk the hands back towards the hips as much or as little as you can, keeping the pelvic floor down. And then look at your index fingers and turn them out a bit so they face the front of your mat. And then same, do you want to lift the head, chin to chest, one side or the other? 1 minute here, close your eyes down. Become quiet, learning to trust yourself, that everything you need is already within you. You just have to become quiet and empty so you can hear again. If it's becoming too much, just make a pillow for the head, about 30 more seconds. And then slowly, let's go back to the belly, making a pillow for the head. Almost think like belly windshield wipers, bend your knees, and then just gently drop them towards the right. The feet don't necessarily need to touch, but keep the pelvic floor down, like even the left hip is staying to the mat. And then notice, what is the sensation here? Let's come back to the center, dropping the legs towards the left. What is your range of motion on this side? Keeping the right hip down. And then just belly breathe as you're done with the flow. Noticing the back of the ribs expanding. Take the legs back up to the ceiling and release into the mat. If you need a second here, take it. Otherwise, when you're done, push up to all fours. And let's counterpose with the classical child's pose, meaning knees together, feet together, butt to the heels. If this pose is hard for you, two things. You can take a block and place your forehead on it. You could cross the hands to elbows, place the head down, or take your hands back fully, bringing the head to the floor. And then just let the breath move up and down the spine. If there's a particular spot where it feels stuck, awareness and breathing there. Because I'm so Eastern European and type A and go. At home, I keep a bolster out in the living room, just as a reminder to slow down, to do a child's pose, to ground, to ask myself, how am I doing? In a yin class, we would hold this pose for 3 to 5 minutes or longer. If you wish to stay, please do so. If you're done, place the hands down and begin to come on up. Once you're up, let's make our way to our backs where we started. Once you're on your back, draw out the right thigh to the chest, left leg straight to the mat, and begin to twist to the left. As you twist, you have a choice. Do you want to stay with the knee bent, place a block underneath it, or to keep going, extend the right leg to straight? Maybe grabbing the left leg as well with the right hand. In both versions, roll your hip forward. Let the breath circulate. Close the eyes. Let the body receive through inhales. Let it release through the exhale. And then let's come back to the center and begin again. So this time, the right leg goes to the mat, left thigh to the chest. Begin to twist to the right. As you twist, how is this side? Should you keep the knee bent? Do you want to extend it to straight? Perhaps keep going, grabbing the opposite leg. Closing the eyes, let the body breathe. As you're ready, release the shape of this pose, come back to the center. And just for 1 minute, take the legs up to the ceiling. This is a pose I do every single day. If you love it and you want to stay longer, go to the wall. Another word I can't say, W-A-L-L, wall. If you're fine here, then stay just 1 minute. As you're here, I want to leave you with this quote that I've been thinking a lot about as the world has shifted. And every day the world will drag you by your hand, yelling, this is important and that is important. You need to worry about this and this and this and that. And each day it is up to you to yank your hand back, put it on your heart and say, no, this is what's important. You are, your dreams, your hopes, your vision, your life. From here, if you want to stay longer, do so. Otherwise, draw the thighs to the chest, give yourself a hug. And then just bring the feet down like we did at the beginning, feet together, knees wide. One hand to the stomach, one hand to the heart, letting the body settle. Even though we may not be physically at LIB this year, let us not forget what these people built that had a vision. We all have a vision. We all have the ability to create a blueprint in our mind and then bring that blueprint into life. Don't play small for anyone. You're welcome to stay here longer, release into Shavasana if you wish, or come up and take a meditation seat. Thank you so much for practicing with me today via Zoom. I hope you enjoy the rest of the festival. If you want to stream live with me, check in, practice online, anything like that, everything I have is Elevate Yoga. Until we meet again, may we all be at peace. Thank you and namaste.